And he's been getting found out here. So he's coming right back into the pack. He had a really decent stack there, but he's playing too many hands and being too smart for his own good. And Foxy's caught him out. Pawson here as well. Now he's typing in the chat box what? Hang on, this will be interesting. No thank you. We'll come bringing it back here. Pair of eights. So 225. Raise that up. ARP calls me off. It's an ace and the king on the flop. So I'm going to bet out on the ace, and I'm hoping he hasn't got it. Yep, and we pull it off. Cool. And it's simply because it's ARP, and I know he's calling off with a multitude of hands. I thought I'd gamble on that ace-king flop. Oh, here we go. Jube's in here with online for you. Big pot. Well, there's a check from Jubes. Ace-9, and the big ace wins it. Wow. There we go. We're on a 5-minute break, people. Good. We'll come back. Ooh, action here. Raise and shove here by online for you. Ace-Jack snap calls. King-Queen. Oof, busted. And then Chandler there with a big hand. And what we got here? An all-in shove here by Polonezas, and I got Jack-6. Blinds are now up to 150 for the big blind. 75 for the small. Limp here by Big Bimich. Queen 4-2. So check bet. No, he checks it back. So that's weak here. Clear weakness here from Foxy. Ace-2. Raise under the gun. No thanks. Well, I think Big Mick could have taken that on the flop. But I think he gets a bet there out on the river and wins that one. 6-10. Okay, people, it's getting unpleasant. One mistake now is going to hurt you. This is where you want your luck to come in. Jube's raising here, small. Mrs. Joker, big blind. Flat calls. I don't believe that. Mino bears 10-6. I flopped a straight. Mind you, it's a donkey end, but Jubes takes that one down. Well, what we got here? Polonezas betting out on that flop. Bear with Jack King suited. Got 400 here. Well, if ARP shoves here, muck that. I'm thinking I might have to call, but I'm not sure. Just working that one out. Three, four fold. So blinds are a little uncomfortable, as you can see. And Charla raising here, just over the minimum. Takes it down. Oh, we got an all-in shove here with 5-7 getting trapped out here by kings. Wow. Moo. Very unlucky there on the button, makes a move, and Jubes wakes up with a monster in the big blind. Just looking at the Big Mick in the lead there in first, Pawson second, Inchala third. Oh, it's changed there. Jubes is now in second, Pawson third, Inchala fourth, the Panther fifth, Foxy sixth, Lictum 7th, Chris 8th, Bear 9th, Baggers in 10th. I think we're down to the last two tables here. We got a limp and a raise here by Mrs. Joker, who's got virtually nothing left. And Foxy folded that. Trying to get the table to work here. Here we go. Got an all in here from ARP. Well, I ain't calling 8-4. horrible, man. Yep, that's an easy goodbye. And we'll come back. I'm bringing it back. Ace 10 here. Interesting mini raise here by Lockstock. I'm going to try and isolate a little bit. I could have folded that, and I was really thinking about folding it, just simply because he hadn't shoved his stack. iLogic saying, I can't believe Super Tuner's in first place. That must be a good old Mich we're talking about there. So Lockstock goes all in here. Well, I've hit top pair, top kicker. So we'll call that. Ace Jack, well, I've got lucky there. Very lucky. Well, unlucky Lockstock, sorry mate, and my gut instinct was right actually with the Ace 10. Lockstock's not raising small unless he had something half decent. So, a bit lucky there. So, going back to B Mich here. In this hand, 10-10-4, pot bet by Mrs. Joker here. Two five fold. Just looking at all players, and yeah, B Mich still in the lead at 7.2. So raise out in the country here by Litnicum. And Charla on the button. And iLogic here saying he's still bitter. I don't blame you, mate. I would be absolutely seething mad. You got a raise, a repot by you, a flat call by him. The other person, I'm trying to remember now. Is it a shove? I think it's somebody says so you got a raise, re-raise, shove, and it's like with King Queen, he's got to be barking mad. I can't remember the exact sequence, to be honest. My brain's a bit marshmallow. Hard day at work today, so sorry guys. But no. Just typing. Raise it forward. I agree with Pearl logic there, man. If I was in his boat, I'd be most pissed. Sorry about this. Raise here by Pawson. Beef Mich in the big blind. Folds. Well, bet with 7-8 suited on the button. Well, let's see if we can get to see the flop cheap. Chris in the big blind. Now we've got bottom pair. Whoopie-doo. On a nasty flop. And if ARP bets that, I'm going to keep this small. Check it around. Well, there's the straight for bear, but a queen humps me. I'm going to call that for one and see what happens. Although it's against my better judgment. If he bets again, he's got the queen. Yeah, he's got the queen. So we'll fold the donkey end of the straight. And would ARP call on a draw? Yeah, on the flop, when they both check it. Raise here by Incharla, call by Litcombe. Ace 5-7. Big fat juicy ace. Check by Inshallah. Does he have check raise in his arsenal? Well, interesting. Both check it back. 500 from Inshallah. 600. All right, close enough. Letcombe calls it. Can he follow up again? 1200. Or is he going to... Yeah, he goes to 1200. If Litcomb's got him screwed here, it's shove, obviously. No, he doesn't like it. And I think Inshallah had to follow up the bet there again. Litcombe here is not happy about this. I think he might have a small ace, Litcombe. He says, put you on 10-10. Which means what? You've got the queen? How can you put him on something like 10-10? Ace, ace. Oh, ho, ho. Very dirty. Very, very dirty. Yeah, and Litcombe did have the queen. Yeah, Inshallah bet too much, he's thinking there. Yeah, it's just about getting the bet size right. I thought 1200 was actually not bad. It was a decent bet. Check 7 fold. I don't think there's anything wrong with the bet size, to be honest. Raised by Jubes, Bimish calls. 662. 2 hearts. Well, Jubes here goes 400. Almost begging me to call him there, isn't he? Well, bear down into about 3.6, so not particularly comfortable. Wouldn't mind a double up to take a bit of pressure off. And Inshallah there, with that big hand, is showing the table he can slow play beastie hands. Okay. What have we got here? Wow. That's an interesting bet in the river there by Inshallah. Has he got a 10? Ooh, the 8 calls off. That's a good call. ARP, well done. Here with King 4. Just too far out. And look at the blinds now, 200 and 100. A mistake here and it's bye-bye. Blind v blind. And it's Baggers in the big blind. Well, Inshallah raise him. No, he doesn't. Baggers is more than capable of raising here when he sees somebody limp. He doesn't do it. No. Check. Baggers goes 200. Does the job. No joy there.